What's your
I want to
input?
say, I got a few discussions. I'm going to bring up slavery, though. I'm going to go a little deep with this because I think might not even think
You
about
said this
this
the other
stuff.
day,
This
and I
don't
thought
even
it was
got
a good
nothing to
point.
do with it.
No, yes,
No,
it does.
it has a good.
Slavery
He made
had
a good
lot
point.
to
Oh,
do with
okay.
it.
He made a
Because
good point.
Number one, slavery started, right, with black men having white masters, and they wives sword. So slavery was the start of why black women lost respect for black men.
It's true.
So, so, like, if you lived in that time, right, and then you saw your husband having a white master, and there's nothing that husband can do to protect you, like, would you submit to that man? He be like, no, nigga, I can't. You, but when that white master come, this nigga run his household. He providing for us. He giving us a place to stay. Like, he taking care of us. He could even take me away from you, and there's nothing you could do about it.
There's a name for that. It's something that there was a name for that. It was buck some. It was something where you actually they would actually beat the black men up in front of the women,
Yep.
and it would take that energy out of the women to not submit, but like to respect a black man because they see them getting whipped and tortured,
Yep.
and there's nothing they could do about
about
it. There's a name for that. I
What's the
forgot
name?
it. I could look it up real quick, but I forgot what it's called. But it was actually like a tactic that they would do during slavery times. And I think it does have something to do with it.
I think slavery was the start of that. Why black women
But I
don't
think,
submit to most
but I
black
think
men.
down the line also.
I mean, down the
too,
line, shit probably changed, but slavery was definitely the start. But you
Buck
got anything to say
breaking.
on that?
I don't think
It's
so.
called buck
Oh,
breaking.
buck breaking? Okay.
I don't think so, for one, because they were enslaved. The black man literally could not do anything.
Right.
He couldn't do anything. So for a black woman to lose respect for her man who's in the same position as her is kind of like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't really correlate. I would feel more of that the black woman would feel bad, would sympathize, more empathize
Definitely.
with him. I don't think that she would lose respect for
I
him.
think she-
I feel like it would be more of like, this is, my man is being hurt right now and he cannot do anything about it. Because that, me as a woman, that's the way I would look at it. I would look at it more as like, my man cannot even defend himself right now. He can't defend me, and it's not his fault.
Pull your mic up. But I hear what you're saying.
Like,
But
and it's not his fault. Like,
Yeah.
could you just imagine? I would probably start crying. I wouldn't lose respect for him. I would be hurt for him.
But can I back up what you said? Because it was a movie. I think it was 12 Years a Slave, right? And let me tell you how I feel like black men had pressure back then. Because when his son saw like his mother being whipped and all that, he said, "Yo, pa," he's like, "What you gonna do? You gonna sit there? You gonna let them do that to mom? Like, what you gonna do? Like, you gonna sit there?" And he put the pressure on him. So if kids doing that, you don't think in the back of their mind that women probably thinking the same thing?
No.
You gonna sit there? You gonna let him rape me in front of you? Like, you're not gonna die for me?
No, is not aware of everything that's been going on. The parents have been aware of everything that's been going on. They really don't have any control over their freedom. So you can't really say that a black woman is losing respect for her man when they all, as black people, are not free and aren't able to control anything in their life at that moment in time.
I agree to a certain extent because I've always said this. If I would have been alive during those times, they would have hung me immediately.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They would have lynched my ass immediately because I'm not watching you take my family away from me. I'm not watching you beat my husband, my children, nobody that I love and care for. So if it came that, I feel like this is just based off of who I am and my morals and my beliefs. I feel like if I was watching them beat my husband or anything of that nature to where they were like buck breaking, I'm not going to stand there, and I would expect you as my husband, because I chose you to be my husband, to do whatever you got to do to stand up for you and your family. If we got to die, we going to die. That's it for me.
Comment down
Okay.
below, man. Go ahead. What you got? So you got to say
I
something?
this is the last thing. I just personally feel like,
It's about to get spicy. Go ahead.
I personally just feel like you guys probably feel that way because we've been able to live in the time that we live now. I feel like because we've been able to live in this more free time for black people, we have a different thought process on what actually happened back then. So maybe even with us speaking this way, and thinking about it, I don't think that's kind of like how we all would have reacted back then. I think it would have probably been different because we would have never known that this life was
Right.
available.
Right. But so you would have rather
I
been
feel like
enslaved?
I feel like I would have sat there probably crying all day until they said slavery was
Why?
done.
Why
That's just me. That's just me. I'm sorry, because after like it just knowing about those times and watching everything that happened, I probably just sat down in the corner. I don't want to be beat. I don't want to die.
Right.
Whatever you say, sir, let me go do it because I don't got time today.
But
If you would have saw your man doing the same thing you was doing back then, you would still submit to him.
Yeah, because I know
That's a
that.
cap.
No.
maybe
I've been the reason why I'm a down to earth woman. I'm a down to earth woman. I've been broke with my man, so it's like I'm different.
right.
I'm very much different.
I get that.
Like I've been broke with a man. Like it's nothing. Like to sit there with your man trying to like find
Figure
how
it
y'all gonna eat and take care of yourselves. Like all because of the way our relationship was built off, like the foundation our relationship was built off of. That's basically it. Like that's how I think. I know most women, they mostly want stability, they say, but mostly they want money and whatever. But no,
So I want to talk about the fucking the government though.
Now it is.
So y'all don't believe that the government is breaking up black homes? Like they
Absolutely.
trying to get rid of black men in the black homes,
Absolutely.
I
and it's
don't.
causing women to feel like they don't need a man because
Yes.
all this government is taking up the slack of women mistakes, and so now most black women nowadays.
Just women mistakes?
No. Let me talk. They taking up the slack, right?
Okay.
So now it might make y'all feel like y'all don't need no man because I'm getting HRA programs.
Okay.
So now the black man I needed. So it might could cause like black women to feel I don't need no black man no more because the government is my man now. Let's talk on that. Which I
Okay.
think. Do I agree? Disagree with that?
I agree. I do feel like there is.
Don't get spicy.
I do
Don't
feel like
get fucking
there.
spicy.
No, I do feel like because if you think about it honestly, there's programs out here for single mothers, right?
Right.
You can go to HRA as a mother with children and get help every month. You can get cash assistance, you can get food stamps, you can get city FEPS, you can get WIC, you can get this, you can get that. Like there's so many things out there to help women, and then I've actually seen like families, and I've actually been in a situation where it was a family situation, a woman and a man with children, and you go to a shelter and you get denied, right?
Because
But
the man is there.
right.
See how I said they're trying to replace black
this is what I'm saying. This is why I said I agree with you. If the man is there, you get denied. You get denied. You get denied. You get denied. They're not going to help you. You're not going to get temporary housing. They're not going to help you. But if you go as a single mother with children,
That's a fact.
they help you. They literally help you.
That's a fact.
So I think there is something within the government that tried to separate black men from the homes. I do feel that way. But I also feel like, if there is a black man in the home and we have to go into a shelter, like, you need to step up a little bit so we don't have to go through this. Like, you should be going out of your way to help your family and the kids and the family that you created. And I feel like not a lot of men, some men, I'm speaking from experience, some men don't have that drive to do that. So that's why a lot of women end up leaving those men and doing shit on their own because they know they got a backup plan.
But the HRA and all that, the government.
Yeah.
So can we say that the government is causing women to make like quick decisions,
No.
like breaking up homes?
No.
And you're gonna get that help.
No.
But
Speaking,
that wasn't it's just like that you might stick, a little stronger. Like you might stay a little longer.
it depends on the situation because if you got a man beating your ass, you're not gonna
I mean,
sit
that's
there
different.
and
Yeah,
stay
that's
in a
different.
situation just because you got the help.
But we're
Like
talking
you
about
gonna
the
find.
basic stuff. I'm leaving him because he don't make enough money, or I'm leaving him because he's not motivated enough and shit like that.
Nah.
So I'm gonna break up my.
I don't think a woman's
home.
gonna leave
Go ahead,
because of
do your
certain
thing.
things like that.